this shirt, and you can too. At St. Jude, families never receive a bill for treatment, travel, housing, or food because all the family should worry about is helping their child live. Become a St.
Please join us on Saturday on the 11th. That's off Bridge Mall in Mason City.
Registration is in vain for what becomes a time.
When you raise money, you are supporting people like you.
Morning, everybody. It is Thursday, April 18th. I just got over to eastern Iowa here, and I came in, hit a owl hoot, and I had a couple of birds gobble at the first owl hoot. They've been gobbling a little bit here and there, but I'm set up here on this small opening that I'm hoping the birds will come through here this morning. So we're gonna do a little light calling and see if we can't get something struck up here. Well, I just got a gobble, so we're going to see if we can't get him in here. I saw a couple birds go by, probably about 150, 200 yards out, and I gave a couple calls and I heard a gobble, so we're going to hopefully get this bird in here. guys what's up. I just got set down here. I thought I heard a couple of gobbles, but I'm not sure, so I'm gonna do a little bit of calling here. Start out real light. See if we can't strike something up or catch something going to roost. Just had a couple of hens walk by right behind me. I'll wait a few minutes here, and I might reposition because now I know where they're crossing the fence now. It's not to say all of them will do at that same spot, but I've got to believe that if they're just using that travel route, the other birds use that same travel route too. I got up to do a little bit of scouting, and I kicked up a couple of hens, somewhat close to me, not super close, but I went a little further down the ridge, and I found about 6 or 7 birds, 2 of which I know for sure are toms. So I ran back to where my gear was. Got it all together, and I'm gonna try and get up there and get set up on these birds. If nothing else, just see where they roost so I could try and pinpoint them for the morning. So here we go. whew, I tell you what, that was phenomenal. So I woke up this morning at about 2 a.m. I got on the road probably about 3:15 this morning and drove down. I was talking to a good buddy of mine on the phone on the way down, just talking to him about hunting, different things at work. And so I got here at about 5:15 or 5:30 this morning. Got out. I heard gobbles right away on the roost this morning, and then as soon as I sat down, they stopped gobbling. So I don't know if they saw me or what happened, but so I tried a couple different places, and this ridge I'm on tonight was kind of my number 2 place that I wanted to go on this trip. I went to the number 1 place this morning and I heard gobbles, so I was really excited about that, and I thought, well, I know they're over there gobbling, so I'm gonna come over here tonight and try and roost some birds and maybe have one come through. So I got up to the area that I was looking at and got set down, did a little bit of calling. I had some hens come through. I had a couple of sandhill cranes come in too. Not to the calling, obviously, but so I sat there for about 2 hours, you know, watching the sandhill cranes and different turkeys. A friend of mine who's meeting me down here, he couldn't come this morning, so he said he was going to come later on this afternoon. He just texted me probably about an hour ago, said he's on his way. I said, cool, I'm just up on this ridge trying to roost some birds so that tomorrow I'm good to go. So I am, at this point in time, I'm just kind of in research mode. So I'm looking at the overheads, and I've got 2 different overheads that I use, and one overhead was showing that the private property that boundaries the public was all kind of cleared timber. The other one is showing that the timber was still there. So I kind of wanted to get up and physically see what it was. I figured that it was cleared out and that the one just wasn't updated yet. So I got down, I saw a couple other hens on my way down here, and I was just walking kind of the edge of the public and the private, and I see these 2 birds out there, and I knew right away that they were toms. And so I called at them, and they both looked at me, you know, and they started working right towards me. I thought, well, shoot, I don't have my camera or anything. And so I was looking for a spot to sit down, and I was watching them for maybe 5 minutes or something, and had 3 or 4 other, maybe 5 other birds come up from the woods. And when they saw those birds, they kind of turned and went down towards those other birds. So I was like, okay, that's fine. I'm gonna run, grab my gear, my camera, my chair, all my stuff, and just kind of get ready, head back down here, set up, and just kind of watch them, see if they're going that way, if they're going this way, if they're coming to the public, you know, try and get a game plan together for tomorrow morning. And so I get down here with all my gear, and they're gone. I'm looking in the field where they were just at, where all the other ones were coming to, and they're all gone. I didn't know what had happened, so I thought, well, maybe I'll call, maybe they're still within earshot. And so I called, and I thought I heard a gobble, but I wasn't sure. I got my handy dandy Beats by Dre that I had forgot to put on when I called the first time. I don't hear very well, especially in this wind, so I use those to be able to amplify the sound for me so that I can actually hear what's going on. And so I called again after I got them on, and sure enough, I heard them gobble. And so I thought, okay, you know, I want to get set up in here. So I kind of got back to where we're at right now, and I did another real light call, and they gobbled again. And so I was like, all right, you know, they're interested. So I'm starting to set down. I don't even get fully set down, and they pop up right over this fence line, probably about 100 yards away from me or so. And so now I've got these 2 birds that are facing me, and I'm trying to get all my gear off and get set down so that I can be comfortable to be able to take a shot. So finally I get set up, and I'm sitting here and I'm waiting, and they disappear because it kind of drops off onto the private land. You go over the fence line and it kind of drops down a little bit. And so I'm just sitting here. I kind of zoomed out with the camera. I really hope I got it on camera, but I'm not 100% sure. So I zoomed out because I wasn't sure where they were coming up, and they popped up directly in front of me, right where I wanted them to. If I would have left the camera zoomed in on that spot, I know I would have got the kill, but I have a feeling that I might have missed the shot just based on where the camera is and where the tree is. But anyways, so I shot, well, he came just on this side of the fence, which obviously, you know, I don't have permission for the private land, so I had to wait until they got to this side, and it's only maybe 15 to 20 yards to the fence from where we're at right here. And so they got a little nervous when they got onto this side of the fence, and I don't know if they saw me or what, with as close as we are. And I don't have a lot of brush in front of me. I do have a little bit, but so they got a little nervous. So when he turned, I kind of repositioned and gave a little soft call, I think. I don't remember off the check film, but I gave a little soft call, and he kind of perked up just a little bit. Shot, nailed him right there. So let's go look at this bird. I tell you what, this bird has a paintbrush on him. There he is. Let me get this set up here. All right, guys, here he is. Season 3 Tom. This is the first time I've shot in 3rd season, but in my defense, it's the first time I've hunted 3rd season. So look at this, guys. Look at that beard. That thing is just massive. I have never shot a bird with a beard that big. Nice 2-year-old bird. Just a beautiful bird, and I cannot be any more excited about this. This was an awesome hunt. Joel and Levi are out right now in Alabama, and they're just having a tough time. Those birds down there are just kicking their butts. I hope their luck turns around. I hope they can take some of this luck here and just get it done. So anyways, guys, I'm gonna get him tagged up here and get him back to the truck and get on the road home. See ya. Get your knife, use what you got. Where are we at? We are April. And it is the, what is it, 18th? I think it's 18th. April 18th. All right, time to start the long trek back. Got a long ways. I'm probably about 1.5 miles, 2 miles in. Luckily, most of it's downhill, so off I go.